Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda, and this is Gizmo.
We're the Newcomers. We can't believe it, but another week has gone by. It goes so fast when you're retired, doesn't it?
It goes fast because we're having fun.
Yeah, but when you're working, I remember those days of teaching, and I like to teach.
Yes.
But getting up early, dragging yourself out, especially in January and February. Oh my gosh.
Yes. And when will it be Friday? When is the weekend?
I don't know.
When is payday?
I don't even know what day it is right now.
No, we don't.
But we had a good week last week, and we went to you live on Thursday, and so many of you tuned in, and it was a fun show.
It was fun, and thank you for tuning in. You know,
She was really nervous about that.
I get nervous on live days, but I did it.
Yes, she did it, and she did a great job. It was a little bit nerve-wracking for you, but I'm really proud of you.
A little bit. And we're not going to have any bloopers this week. We probably won't have any today, right?
Well, I don't know, since we've already had two. When we got to this point, that's at least the third time we've started this show. Am I right?
Yeah. Third time charm.
Oh, boy. Our grandkids were here. If you watched the live show, you probably heard a little bit about it. We had a wonderful time with them. It's really tiring for mature people like us to hang out with kids like that.
Yeah, I'm the one that does all the playing with them.
Well, that 5-year-old, I seem to get a lot of time with him.
No, you know, Grandpa did play ball. I came in one day and Grandpa was out there playing ball with the little 5-year-old, and the little 5-year-old has a broken arm. So he's trying to let him throw the ball, small tennis ball, up in the air and catching it with his less dominant hand, the one that's not broken, the left hand. And he was doing a great job.
Well, we did. We went on a boat ride. We took that Lake Sumter boat ride, which I highly recommend you do if you have company in town.
Yes.
It's only $2.
Oh, right.
And they'll take a farcical, how about that?
That was a good word.
Loop around the lake and tell you a bunch of silly stories. And it's fun.
It is
and
fun.
It's good.
I smiled the whole time. I thought it was a great little ride.
We took them to music on the square. They did some cooking with you, didn't they?
They did. We made banana pudding. Yep.
And what visit would be complete if I didn't have them pulling weeds out in the yard?
Yeah, Grandpa always has them pull weeds.
I pay them, though. I do pay them. They played board games. We took cart rides.
Yes, we did some arts and crafts, and we just...
Grandparent stuff.
We had a great time.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Today you're going to learn is the initial thrill of moving here wearing off?
And can your dogs run free in the villages?
Is there ample parking in the town squares?
Are you allowed to have outdoor grills and smokers here?
All that and more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
It's time for our video question, and each week you're invited to send in a 30-second or so question of you on video asking us a question. And this week it's Joy, and Joy is from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Take it, Joy.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. I have a question. This is Joy from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. I've seen lately on Facebook and in the news that there's been an uptick in golf carts getting stolen. I'm wondering if you are concerned about your golf carts getting stolen. And secondly, I see a lot of people buying various devices to protect their golf carts from getting stolen. Have you thought about getting any of these devices? Thanks, and see you when we get there.
Joy, we see stories in the newspaper too. You know what there aren't any stories about, though, are the 139,995 people that didn't get a cart stolen.
That's true.
You know, there's a local newspaper that loves to put things in there like theft and drug busts. And
I don't hear any drug busts here.
well, you know, it's not just the villages. There are roads that run through, and traffic stops are in there, and you know, domestic violence and all that sort of thing. It's really highlighted when we hear actually very, very little of it.
Right, we know.
There was a cart stolen. I read the same story you did. And it is not rampant and it's not frequent, but it does happen. There's evidently a ring of thieves that once in a while will attempt to either bring a trailer in and get one or find one that they can slip a key into and drive off, but it's not frequent. I mean, it's only, you know, only once in a while. So I wouldn't worry about that.
No.
They make products to prevent that, things that will lock your wheels or you can lock your brake pedal down. We've showed it multiple times on the show.
Yeah, that's good.
So Joy, thank you for the question, and don't worry.
This question is from Lupe. Does the new houses in the villages come with appliances in the kitchen? And also, do I need to go with gas stove or do I have the choice for electric? Well,
I had heard that
Yeah.
question before, and I thought maybe something has changed. So I reached out to the village's sales, and they say, no, that is not true. They do come with appliances. You'll get a stove, a refrigerator, a microwave, a dishwasher. What you won't get is a washer and dryer. You'll have to supply your own washer and dryer. But yeah, those come with it. What was the other part of the
it
question?
had to do with gas stove, or do they have a choice to go to electric?
I think if you build your own home, you may have a choice if there's gas in that neighborhood. We don't have access to gas, so ours is electric. But I know most of the new homes we go into down south have gas stoves.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you would have a choice or not, but that would be definitely something you could ask at the time that you're designing your home. Lupe also asks, the price in the house includes the lot, correct? If you buy an existing home, you know, if our home was put up for sale, it's everything, lock, stock, and barrel.
Right.
If the village just puts up a pre-built home for sale, it's total, the land, the house, everything. If you want to build a home, you have to select your lot. And you will buy that lot and then build your home. So you'll buy the lot and then you'll pay for the home separately. It's a two-part deal. But on all existing homes, it's part of the deal. I hope that makes sense to you, Lupe.
This is from Marcella in Maine. I have quite a few sweatshirts. Some I plan to get rid of, but some I'd like to keep. Do you think it is practical to keep a couple of sweatshirts when moving down to Florida? Would I actually get the chance to wear them, or is it too hot and I shouldn't bother to bring them when I move south? Well, Marcella, you definitely need to bring them. In January, it gets down in the 30s. So yes, you're gonna need sweatshirts. And I have a couple coats and gloves and earmuffs, mittens. Yes, you do. You need to have some cold weather clothes.
Well, I'll tell you this also, when it's, let's say, August, and you go to the square in the evening and you drive home at night in your golf cart, it can be breezy in that golf cart.
Yeah.
You may want to wear a sweater or at least a jacket, you know, for some of those cart rides. We keep them in our cart.
Yeah, keep your little small jackets.
Bring some sweatshirts, definitely.
Yes, you will need them.
This is from Elliot. Elliot says, my wife doesn't drive. Can she get around in the villages? Are there gym facilities in the rec centers? Elliot, that's a good question, and we get this from time to time. She's going to have a hard time unless you're going to drive her. You know, you can't walk too many places here. I mean, you can, but it's not practical in a lot of cases. If we walked to Brownwood, it would take us an hour, right?
It would.
Probably an hour or more to walk to Brownwood. So we need to drive a car or our golf cart.
Yeah.
And when you say she doesn't drive, are you going to teach her how to drive the golf cart? You know, a lot of people drive a golf cart that don't drive the car much.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do. And as far as gym facilities and the rec centers, there are some, but they're not available to everybody. You have to buy a special membership or pay a monthly fee to use those. I was surprised by that when
I
we
was
moved
too,
down
a little disappointed myself. But there are outdoor gym equipment actually too. You can use in the fall and the spring, and that's just great.
And yet your retirement plan may qualify you for free in those, like we're in one called Genesis now.
Yes, I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, so there are some here. If you want the private ones that are in the rec centers, you got to pay.
This is from Ryan. I'm getting really frustrated in DeLuna now. I just want to live in a village where people keep their dogs on a leash. Wow, Ryan, I'm a little concerned about that because that is one of the prerequisites for all of us. We need to have our dogs on a leash when you're outside. Yeah.
I commented on that on Facebook, and I said, we don't see people with their dogs off leash.
Yeah.
And then somebody reminded me, what about around that pond? Remember when we went to that pond?
Yeah.
And there was 3 dogs, at least 3, playing down by the water, and there was big alligators in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's foolish not to have your dog on a leash.
Yeah, but
It
we're
really is.
offenders, though. We are offenders.
Well, we let Gizmo out the back door, and he goes out 4 steps, goes to the bathroom, and comes back in. So yeah, out there. When I take him out front, he's on a leash.
Well, I take him out front without a leash. And if another person's walking a dog down the street, he's out there.
Gizmo's out there.
So, we're kind of offenders, but he's harmless. I mean, he just wants to go out and
yeah.
Say hello to those puppies.
Yeah, but you should have him on a leash. And I'm sorry, Ryan. I think maybe you should say, "Hey, do you have a leash?"
Yeah, I mean,
to your neighbor.
If especially if you're afraid of the dog.
Yeah.
I would definitely confront the owner.
Absolutely. Oh, I got another one. I get to go again. This is from Lynn in Arizona. What do people with dogs do when there is no fence? Do people install invisible fences or plant shrubs or whatever? I'm only talking about pottying the dog, never to leave the dog outside. Yeah, we never leave a dog outside. When you don't have a fence, you can have an invisible fence. I do see one neighbor down the street has I can't say that, invisible fence. So, but I hardly ever see those dogs. But anyway, yeah.
I've said this before, and if you watch us religiously, then you know. I have said that those invisible fences work best on invisible dogs.
Yeah.
We don't know anybody that has invisible fence, especially people with little dogs, because there are birds of prey here. And I don't think an eagle can pick up Gizmo, but he could sure harm him.
But a hawk, oh, I'm sorry, I got scared. We have automatic shutters that come down at a certain time of night. We're doing this at night.
Yeah, we're doing it.
What was I going to say?
She mentioned that Gizmo steps right off the back porch and tinkles, and that grass is just as green as can be. He goes in the same place multiple times every day, and it's green.
Yeah.
Some people want to argue about it. Other people say it's only the female urine that discolors
really?
the lawn. Yeah. But the argument for that was it's because they squat. But thanks to Gizmo's present condition, he just stands in one place and kind of squats. So that grass is still green. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Always
That's fascinating, isn't it?
use a leash. No fences.
Scott writes, I notice in pretty much every village's video, parking around the squares is non-existent. Sometimes I can't find a single parking spot in any video. Is parking at the squares a problem? Many people come down in their cars, and many people come down in golf carts, and they can all park around the square. If you don't get there at 5 o'clock, before 5 o'clock, you're going to have trouble parking.
Yeah.
For you, I went around and checked, and I videoed the entire square so you can get a look at the parking. I think you saw there it was full. There was one golf cart spot open, if you noticed, for a handicapped golf cart.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And depends on, too, the popularity of the band, but
It does.
Pretty much the squares get full pretty soon.
And remember, this is not snowbird season. This is off season.
Yeah.
I hope that alleviated your fear. You're probably going to be able to find a place to park. If you are immobile or you have a walker or a wheelchair, on heavy-duty nights, you're going to have to go a distance.
This is from Laurie and Vic. As we are cleaning out all of our stuff to come down with as little as possible, we were wondering about outdoor cooking. I know grills are allowed. What about smokers? We have a big green egg that we would like to bring with us. Is it allowed? Absolutely allowed. I have seen those. That was one of the first things I saw on Hillsborough Street coming in, big green egg. But we actually have a smoker we haven't used yet, but we're going to try maybe. Grills, people grill all the time. It's grand to walk your dog and smell the chicken cooking on the grill.
The closest neighbor to us has a smoker, and there's one right catty-cornered here that has a smoker. But she said it's allowed. I don't know if it's allowed. But nobody's going to say anything unless a neighbor turns you in. And then they will decide is it legal or not legal. I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. But many people do have smokers, so I think you'd be all right.
Yeah.
Charlie and Rita Brees from Anderson, South Carolina, right? After a few years living there, is the new wearing off? And do you still think you'll stay there forever?
Wow. I don't know about the new wearing off. I think it feels like new every day still to me. I feel like there's always something new to do every single day.
Well, we're in kind of a unique position with, as YouTubers, that we get a lot of opportunities to do some cool things.
Yeah.
But all our friends seem happy, and a lot of them have been here longer than we have. So I'd say the newness, it definitely changes, like the town squares. We don't go often.
No.
We go once in a while. But we love to go play bocce. We love to take cart rides. She absolutely loves her activities.
Yeah.
I work the blog. I love what I'm doing. It's just a neat place to live.
Yeah,
so
it really is.
As far as staying here forever, that old saying, never say never. So I'm going to say, as far as we know, we're here to stay.
We're here to stay right now.
But it's like I tell people that are worried when they come down here, what if you don't like it? Or what if you grow not to like it? You can always move.
Absolutely.
And that's what we would do. We would, if I try to find a place that we'd be happy and get out of Dodge.
I don't know any place that'd be happier and
No, I don't
more
either.
friendly than this.
But I just wanted to tell them. All right. At this point, we want to recognize some of our friends that donated money through that Super Thanks button down there. And we really appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you. We have some entertainment coming up this next week. July 1st, there's going to be a summer drama camp. And this is called The Little Mermaid Junior. And actually, these are first and second grade kiddos, students, and from the Orlando Repertory Theater. I can hardly say that. Repertory Theater. And that's going to be at the Sharon, and it's $10 a ticket for that. So that's going to be pretty cool. And people are asking a lot about patriotism, 4th of July activities, and there's going to be a great concert on July 3rd at the Savannah Center, and that's got a $20 ticket. And you're going to see 3 fantastic bands: the Village's concert band, the Village's hometown band, and the Village's New Horizons band. So that's going to be an excellent evening of patriotic music. Also, on the 1st and 2nd, I'm jumping backwards here, the 1st and 2nd of July is down at Brownwood. There's going to be an arts and crafts festival, and that's a beautiful, fun evening and day with lots of crafts and vendors from all our local people. So you should try to go there because that's a really neat experience. Oh, I got another one. St. Timothy's Church is having a patriotic concert on July 2nd. Performances at 2 and 7. And the concert will be at St. Timothy's. And tickets will be purchased at the parish office from 9 to noon on Monday through Friday. So get your tickets to that too.
Yeah, it's a real patriotic community. Fireworks is not, you're not going to see as many fireworks here as you saw back in, your hometown probably, but the spirit is alive.
Yes.
The 4th of July spirit.
I'd like to recognize somebody. I forgot to do this a while
All right.
ago. Someone sent us this in the mail. Can you see that? No, I can't either. But on here are little stickers, and that's for me because I almost ran through the door.
Almost.
Last week.
I see a big grease spot where her face hit right there.
It's called Glass Awareness Stickers, and whoever sent these to me and Jerry, thank you so much because
they didn't have a name or anything on it, but we talked about that on the live show.
Yeah.
And people always step up. There's a lovely lady named Janet that is so worried about Gizmo, and
Yes.
she sent him some treats.
Yeah.
And we think that's so nice.
Yeah.
And he said thank you.
But anyway, thoughtful people out there, we love you.
Yeah. All right, the word scramble. I like putting this word scramble together. It takes me some time, but you guys seem to like it, so I'm going to keep pumping them out there for a while anyway. And last week, our buddy Ron Pass sent us this picture, and that's his way of telling us he got the answer right, because the answer was pickleball.
Oh.
Yeah. Ron said it's his most favorite game in the world.
Oh, good.
He lives up in Ohio, but he's on his way to moving down here in a year or two.
That's awesome.
All right, for this week, here's your jumble. And you see I put the clue on there. So I'm listening to you, ladies and gentlemen. See a turtle or maybe a gator. Hear the music, watch a sunset, or take a boat ride. And the answer's in that jumble right there.
Oh.
Sweet and Salty is another part of our program that gets mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. The people that don't like it seem to not like it because we're giving airtime to some jerks, right?
Right.
To people that are insulting us or whatever. But we take it lightly, you know.
Yeah.
We try to consider the source, and I think it's humorous, and I hope you do too. If you really don't like it, we'll stop doing it, but just let us know. So you got the sweet as usual.
I do. Thank you, Glenn. This is from Glenn. We love our new home, and it's mainly your doings that we have this new opportunity. Thank you for your positive attitude and input, and for your honest input about the drawbacks. I have nothing but love and respect for the three of you, and so does my wife. Tell Gizmo we said woof.
Oh, what a nice comment.
Glenn, that's so nice. Thank you so much.
He had some other things to say too, and
awesome.
I edited that down to a little bit more.
Oh, well, that was
But
sweet.
so nice, Glenn.
So
Thank
sweet.
you very much. Now this one's from Wendell.
Wendell.
Thank you. You have proven that social media has given the crazies a voice. See what's doing there? He's calling us crazy.
No, maybe he's saying we shouldn't give people, the crazy people, a voice.
I don't think so. I think Wendell's saying that we're crazy.
I'm thinking different.
That's
Anyway.
why I put it for the salty.
Okay. If it wasn't, we would be laughing. Let's start over. When will it be Friday? When will it be Friday? When will it be payday? What were we talking about? Dogs, invisible fins.
Now let's start again. Yeah, I'm sorry. You did good. I did bad.
We love our new home. Oh, my voice cracked. Let's start over.
We were not going to have any bloopers. Let's get to those shout outs. Charlie and Rita are from South Carolina. They recently stayed at Atwood Bungalows and say they rode their bikes, they drove the golf cart, and they took in all the fun that the Villages has to offer.
This is Jim Hust. He's a fellow Hoosier, and he's in front of that famous sign at the sales office.
You know, he's written quite a few times, and he's a fisherman too.
Ah.
And I've given him so many hints to bring us some food from the Schnitzelbach up there.
Oh, that's a wonderful place.
That's in Jasper, Indiana. Ray and Stephanie. They're from Tennessee. They're 2 years away from retirement, but just finished a lifestyle stay, and they absolutely loved it. Bob and Rennie. They're from Minnesota, and they finished up their lifestyle visit, and they're buying a new home in Dabney with the help of Village's sales agent, Chad Montgomery.
Oh, Chad. This is a picture of Jean from Texas with her brother Eddie, and he already lives in Florida, but she's trying to convince him to move to the Villages.
Yeah, why not? Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Our light went out. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Time out.
Oh, no. Here are Peter and Kim. They took 2 lifestyle visits, and eventually they pulled the trigger, and they bought a nice home in Citrus Grove.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you both. Okay, buddy, it's time for your segment. I see you're up and ready to go. He's ready to rock and roll.
He's not asleep.
How you feeling today? Feel up to it? Okay. Take it away, Gizzy.
Hi, everybody. Hey, you know why you never want to put a duck in a cement mixer? 'Cause You'll get quacks in the pavement. Quacks in the pavement. Hey, if two vegetarians are having a fight, is it still called a beef? I was talking to my buddy the other day, and he said, I don't understand cloning. And I said, that makes two of us. Hey everybody, thanks for sending in the jokes. Don't blame me if you don't like them. I'll see you next week.
Great job, pal.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Be sure to tune in for Thursday's show. We think it's one of our best. We have 3 active ladies from the community that are going to come here and be interviewed, and we think it's going to be a heck of a show.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook. Until next time.
See you when you get here.